and welcome to my second command tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about the command mentality that you have to take in order to be good at being a SL, an FC, or a captain, or any kind of command role in general. When you become a command role, there's a certain mentality you have to take, and that's being able to understand information rapidly and processing it, as well as being able to understand how logistics works in the game. By mentality, I mean that you're not an Unga anymore. You don't just charge in and shoot everything at sight. You have to think about every encounter a lot more. What do I mean by that? Well, let's just give an example here. When you are a squad leader and you are moving around in the map, there's a couple things you need to keep in mind. When you say that you're here, usually if you're a normal Unga, you don't really care about just passing by here and running through and whatever. But as a squad leader, there's a couple things you need to understand. How many people are around you is the first question you want to ask. By that I mean, how many squad members do you have around you that are part of your squad? How many corpsmen are following you when you enter a choke like this? How many engineers do you have as well who could cade these chokes? The reason why this is important is because if you look at these two chokes, these are optimal areas for Xeno ambush. Xenos excel in close quarter combat because of the fact that individually every Xeno is stronger than a Marine. Marines are a little tankier and output more damage. However, it's very difficult for several Marines to fire in the same area, whereas a single Xeno can just body block and slash and then help intent shuffle past people in this area. Say if you're pushing here and there's Xenos in this area, this is dangerous for Marines because people behind you cannot easily help you. That's why it's important to have this mentality of understanding and asking questions of everything. So say that you don't have a lot of Marines here and there are Xenos in this area. You might want to retreat, like tell your men to retreat, or you might want to call for air support. Say that you see that CAS is up, or you have an orbital bombardment you can fire. I want to call one here and clear out this area so that there's more open areas that your Marines can push in through. Also, there's a couple of other questions you want to ask besides that, like how skilled are the people around you? Like if there's people who are named, like by that I mean people who you know are very good, like Darius James. How many of those people are around you? Because sometimes you can risk pushing in with less people if they know that they're named and know what they're doing. How many weapons and ammo types are you using? For example, I have the T2 assault rifle. This has 50 bullets that it can use, which goes by really rapidly if you use it a lot. And this is important to know because you need to know when your troops have to retreat. If they are using too much ammo, then they need to retreat in order to resupply, because unlike Xenos who have infinite plasma and slashes, Marines have limited amount of ammunitions that they can use. So once in a while they'll run out. You also have to think of the morale of the forces, which also ties in with the sustained injuries they might have. For example, right now I'm full health. I don't care if I charge right into an entire Xeno swarm because I'm pretty fast and healthy, so I can take a lot of hits. What if I have multiple splints, internal injuries such as internal bleeding? My heart is high damage, which means my next kill might mean I might not be defibbed. So morale-wise, I might not want to push into a choke. I might want to save someone who's in danger. So you have to keep these things in mind when you are a command member. You're no longer just a random guy charging into Xenos. You need to think of the things that other Marines won't think about, because that's your job. That's why you get all these extra tools. You get the motion detector, you get the tactical binoculars, the tablet, the whistle to make sure people listen to you, and the pinpointer to check where people are, or where silos are. All these are because as command member there's a lot more things you need to think about than any other person. Anyways, thank you for watching. Next time I might include examples if I have any gameplay footage of this.